Hello. I'm about the same today. Kind of felt better this morning, but then this afternoon was kind of meh. But now I took some drugs, so I'm feeling a bit better now, but that's probably because of the drugs. I just got a message from the electric company that I was going to limit electricity a little bit because of high electricity use. And I was like, well, why? I didn't realize it got to 90 today. That is VOM. Yeah, drugs do that. I don't like overusing them though. I feel like it's kind of like caffeine where if I use them constantly, it's not going to give me the effect I want when I need it. So normally it's if I actually need to be at 100%, then I'll take drugs. And works power went out for a bit. It got humid and hot in the building. It didn't look like it was humid today, but even if it's low humidity, if it's hot, it can still feel that way. But yeah, I went and I didn't have anything for like vitamin C in the house, so I went and picked up some emergency to put in my water. And I got some cough drops and some Dayquil and soup. I went to do one thing this afternoon, and that was to pick up 4 things. I've been drinking like freaking 100 ounces of water a day, so I was like, well, that's probably the perfect use for emergency. Just get the cheaper powder packets and toss it in. I had the one. Is that 100% for the day? I'm guessing I guess more. Yeah, it's 1,000%. So yeah, I think I think that's all I needed. Okay. Michael will not be visually here. He might call in on Discord though, because if I'm not feeling well, it probably should be that he's not just sitting next to me the whole time. Sunday, my throat was feeling a little off, but I felt perfectly fine. Otherwise, it was just talking was hard. It was Monday where I started get like, yeah, I'm not feeling that great. Oh, then he can work on his animation at the same time. Maybe. Yeah, the emergency stuff is crazy. Yeah, I mean, really, all it is vitamin C. I mean, I could also just go and like get juice or something to get it too, but juice is full of tons and tons of sugar that I probably don't need. Where emergency, does it have sugar in it? I guess it has some. Yeah, it has 12%, so it has 6 grams of sugar, but like a glass of juice would have 5 times that much in it. And I'm already drinking tons of water, so it just made the most sense to just get an emergency packets, tossed in the water, and then this stuff is dehydrated, so it'll probably last forever, and I can just toss it in my water whenever I'm not feeling well. It says best by August of next year, but that's best. I'm going to guess it's going to last a lot longer than that. Oh, it's got niacin in there too. That makes you pee. I used to have a friend that loved smoking weed, and if he needed to try to pass a drug test for a work or something, he would just stop for a couple days and just like overdose on niacin. I think it was niacin, because it would just, he'd just drink tons of water and it would just throw it through your system really quick to try to get himself cleared out. And he was able to pass a drug test within like a week, or like within days anyway, of smoking something. It was like kind of crazy. Sugar isn't good when you're already mucousy. Just sugar isn't good in general. Like, you should try to keep it down. And juice is a great way to get vitamin C, but I don't want that type. If I drink juice, it's usually just like a couple shots of juice in a giant glass that I mix with like carbonated water to just kind of make it more like a sweeter water drink. But I just drink water. I have a coworker that can't drink anything without something kind of sweetener being in it. So she keeps packs of lots of different flavored stuff in it everywhere, like with caffeine boosters and whatever. And anytime she has water, she's got to toss something in with it, and it has to be half ice. It has to be ice cold, and it has to be full of something. I don't mind the powdery stuff, but I prefer if it doesn't like modify the flavor too much. The being that I have a big, I think it's like a 32-ounce water bottle. If you put one packet of Emergency in a 32-ounce bottle, it makes it kind of like a watered down orange taste, which isn't that great. I think if I do it again, I'm going to wait until the water gets lower, because it just feels very spread out, where I have other packets of stuff I've done like that, like fiber and stuff, and that doesn't change the flavor at all, so it's whatever. Oh, I gotta post on Discord. I almost forgot. I get yelled at when I don't do that. Did I prep the message? I did not. I just take the pill form, so I don't like the powder in my drink. I mean, I'm fine with the pills, but I feel like they're not going to last as long on the side, and I'm already going to have a bunch of water, so I just got that. I think cost-wise, it's not too much different. I kind of like the idea of spreading stuff out, though. If you take like a pill, they can be like slow release or whatever, but it's still a lot of something at once, where at least with the water stuff, you're adding into your system at a consistent rate. Though, I mean, I think this is like my third 32 ounce of water today. I'm already halfway through that. I don't need it's not like I'm dehydrated. It's more of keeping my throat just liquidated. That's the only reason I'm doing it. Knees and horse. Hello, Pika War. See, that's all I had to do is post on Discord. I have the event like made that people can follow, but I made the notify me thing so long before that. I can do a water. Cheers, Pete. Hello, Sunset. Let's see here. Anyways, hello. I mentioned this before, but Michael won't be here. He might call in because I'm still not feeling great. After the Sunday stream, I very, very much got a cold, and I'm working my way through it. So he might show up on call. We'll see. I think he just got home. Anyways, since Friday, I kind of got a bug to work on some stuff, and especially with I sent Jay the first anthology short. That one's all done, and then he mentioned. And I mentioned I had the second one I'm working on, and he said that he needs a third one, maybe, of a specific thing. Not a specific thing. It's pretty open, but still, it was a third thing he might need. And I'm like, okay, well, if I need to do that, that's like a month. So, because everything's due October 24th. So, I did most of this video this weekend. Most of what still needs to be done is if I choose to do the beginning and ending bits, which I still kind of want to do, and I need to do the audience, mainly the cheering part of it. So I can show you what I got so far. So I did add in, if I want to do this like a candidate thing, a second candidate. There is no like revamped mayor. So if I do that, I don't really need a detailed version of her, but for one of the scenes for the facial expressions, it would come in handy. I could do a recolor to just get it to work by hiding and squeezing it in, if I still go that route. So I think this, yeah, I'll keep the lights off because it just makes it run faster. Let me make sure it's not going. Now it is. There we go.
Dear citizens of Equestria, you all smell it are very stupid. You are all big stupid heads, stupid horses, stupid, very stupid, dumb, stupid horses. So stupid. That is all.
So I got all the animation locked in at that. Where's Luna at? She's not in here. If this is an election, Celestia is the actual leader. No, Luna's just there. So yeah, I got all the lighting done. Finalized a lot of this stuff. I had to readjust. I keep forgetting I need to probably fix his horn. Or you know what? I got an easier way to do this. Just remove it. Yeah, that's what I thought though. Oh. Oh, it's right here. Okay. I thought it was... You're gonna have problems with the overrides. Come on. Okay, something's a problem there. I'm just sleeping through the election. Yeah, it's just, all I really have to do if I do the election bit is that first shot, I would just need to extend it by like a couple seconds, add a little like audio visual thing that goes over the full screen. That'd be pretty easy. It'd basically just be exactly whatever I have set up for the shot. Actually, I'm probably gonna decrease the resolution of the render or of SFM. It's running on the higher end right now. Because I had to render or do stuff over the weekend for rendering. There we go. No, it'd just be the first shot would need to be maybe 5 to 6 seconds longer of just exactly that shot. Nothing changing, just them standing there. And then the spot with the candidate gun, I'll get that in a sec. And then a different shot of the audience cheering. That'd really be all I have to add, which isn't really that much more work for adding another like full 10 seconds to the video. So it's going to be a lot more post work. But let me fix. Yeah, we get it. Okay, so let's try this again. Okay, so I do have to remove the horn. It's not the override that's a problem. It's that I never made a white version of that texture is what I guess it is. And it's just easier to remove it. Okay. But yeah, so got them, Celestia. So to do the main, because this was mentioned before, of trying to deal with an annoying main moving around, what it ended up doing was I picked a spot that had a pretty good central spot for where like it wasn't in the way of anything, it wasn't too far to one side or either. I like kind of pick here. I selected her jiggle hair 1 and locked it, so now it's separate from her, and then I would just playhead all of the movement to that spot that I consider to be the middle, by about half. So I did the playhead by about half. That means that it would, all the animation would kind of be rounded to about within 50% of the mains position. What that did then is that when her head was turning, instead of the whole mane moving with her head, it would move half the distance. So it would keep it mostly straight. Her head would still turn, and the mane would have movement, but it wouldn't flop all over the place. It felt like it had not momentum, it had a resistance to momentum. It had weight, it had mass, it had something to push it back on it. And then from there I just went through all of these bones, and then whenever the head moved, it just had a lag a little bit behind. That was really all it was. And it actually ended up turning out pretty good. There's a little bit of clipping down here, but I just turned it down so you can't actually see it. It doesn't clip. But then it made the mane look decent. I didn't do anything with the tail.
Stupid horses.
Oh, I did go into the audio here.
Stupid heads.
And I added in a reverb, so you can hear that.
Stupid heads. Stupid horses.
So it sounds like she's in an auditorium now. Technically, from this shot and some other ones, I should remove some of the reverb. It should be less when she's in front of the microphone like that, because if you're from that perspective, it's just easier to do it the other way. Hello, Matt. Need a short where Luna is sleeping soundly in bed, tongue hanging out, snoring, leg kicking outside her window is changing and winning invasion going full force. I'm pretty sure a few people have done that joke before. All the different attention to people here. I did replace each of these main horses with a revamped model and found the equivalent in hair. This was the only one that didn't have, I think, an actual equivalent. I ended up finding something close. That one was just Bon Bon. This one didn't have an equivalent either, so I found a different horse to do it. I'm not sure if I like the hair for the look, but there wasn't too many unique hairs for revamped that didn't, like if I used Twilight's hair, it would stand out as Twilight, even if I recolored it, so I don't want to do that. That one was just Brayburns. That worked out well, except for it's a little bit of a thinner model, but that's fine. That one was just Shirley and eating hoof. That one we already had done. Well, that one we had done before, but
so stupid.
Yeah, I just realized that she is not baked. The hair was jiggling at the beginning.
So stupid.
Okay, good. It still moves. Good.
That is all.
And then do the audience cheering here. If I do the thing, it would just be like, this is more of a proof of concept, but like something with her like face hooving. What I really would like is the like pinch at the top of the nose, because that's a different type of reaction. The nose pinch, you can't really do a nose pinch with a hoof though, so face hoof is probably the best I'd be able to do. It's elbow on table with a nose pinch looking down is what I want. It's just not going to be possible. And then I wanted to have it be where after that it was showing like Celestial won the election, so there'd be like a newspaper that would come up and be like it says bizarre deaths, but this is the only newspaper I could find. That was a model I could load for an example, and that would be basically it. This whole audience would be expanded to whatever I need it to be, but what I need still is when people go crazy here and they start cheering, I need the audience to cheer. I need them to react and do things. So that's what I need to still do. I want to have probably like 6 different reactions so that I can kind of mix and match amongst people so that it feels varying. It's not feeling like you're seeing the same people all over. I would prefer more than 6, but that time restricted. So I have already done some of them. So this is our base horse. That's kind of the one I use for stuff, but I've already done, so we have like clapping horse, and then we have like a jumping up and down dancing horse, and then this is like a screaming like whatever horse. So so what I want to do is have it where if we can get like 6 or 8 of these, different reactions, have it be where everybody is kind of the default of clap, but I want to have it be where it looks like chaos kind of. So I want to do more than just like everybody's clapping. I want to make it look like they're going crazy. So that's where I want to have like some people standing on the chairs and stuff like that. So stupid they all died bizarre deaths. Whistling. Whistling is a sound. It's really hard to make a horse look like they're whistling. The sound is just going to be audience. It's more of I want the physical reaction. The more over the top it is, the better. That's why like having the person on their chair, like dancing, is a good one. I want to get a few more like this, especially. I think I want to have one where somebody like stands up, but like just puts their hooves in the air and like does hoof pumps in the air. That would go good too. I don't want to have it where all of them are just like things on a cadence. Like this one I would say is kind of on a cadence where it's an action that goes boom, boom, two different things and then repeats, where this one is just a continuous nonstop loop without really any distinct points. Kind of like these two are. I want a lot of them that are like this. So like to me, hoof pumps are that. They are a pretty consistent thing. Or one where a guard runs to the throne room but stops at a sign that says out to lunch in case of emergency. The word lunch is crossed out and cake is scribbled in below. In case of emergency, there should be names: Sunset Shimmer crossed out, Cadence crossed out, Luna crossed out, Twilight Sparkle. Playing a joke on the fact that they've had so many different like students, and like you could even just throw in some character that nobody would have thought of as a student and then they were. I don't know if I did this. I did put the AI upscaler up for the chairs because they were very rough, and did a pretty good job. It is definitely much better looking. It just made it look like a really shabby theater. It's still a little torn and stuff there, but whatever. Anyway, so that's what I want to kind of do today. Is I want to get a couple more excited horsies. So what I kind of want to do the like the hoof pumps in the air. I would prefer if they're sitting down. The problem with sitting down is, let's say I get this horse. I need the default position. Oh, don't look at her. She's bad horse. Okay, so let's just say this is the default. Okay. I need your head. Okay. That's not straight. That's straight. Oh, yeah, it's pretty straight. Okay. Let's say I had her do kind of like hoof pumps in the chair. So that would be I need her to be more straight up. And this sit position has their hooves kind of crunched, like their whole legs are crunched together to fit them in the chair. That doesn't work well. That's why I loaded in sorry, a T-pose, so that this lets me kind of return them to their base positions. So if they were to do like hooves in the air, this is the highest they go. Like, if you think about it from a human's perspective, if I put my arms above my head, I still have like half an arm going above. With them, they can't even touch the top of their head. So arms up being excited visually from here looks no different. So it doesn't work unless they're standing. at that point, I can make them kind of do stuff with their arms to the side, and then it makes it stand out more. So that's why I'm thinking I'm pretty sure I'm going to need to have them stand. I don't think I have that. I don't have this one's default stance anymore, so I'll have to redo it. Does Jay Holler have an OC? Yes. I know there's the official anthology OC, which is, I believe, like it's a Pegasus whose wings were, or his mouth was replaced with a wing. It's really weird. But Jay, yes, does have an OC. He doesn't use it very much, though. He did it in there's an anthology short where they kind of played off a couple horse characters from like a reality show, and it had his OC in that one. I know that one, but I don't know what that was. All right, so we need to get this horsey standing. To do that, it's going to be best if I just copy the whole T-pose, just paste the whole T-pose. Okay, so now we need her to stand. The problem with standing is that generally let me get this down here. Weight distribution's wrong. So if you were to put them in like a standing position, their arm's going to be up. So I'll just do that now. For one, these are the VN models, especially they didn't want to do that. But right now she's like going to fall forward. So you need to balance this off a little bit. So I'm just going to lock the hooves in place, move her center of gravity over this point, and then just move her legs back to match. I might want to keep the T-pose position a little bit because I might use it again later. I thought these models used to have, and apparently this one doesn't, they used to have a slider that would adjust for T-pose. So like, because the body kind of collapses in here, it's not meant to stretch. Most bones, if you stretch them over 90 degrees, start to collapse in on themselves. That makes sense because if a bone flips 180, all the vertices are completely 180 on each other, so it starts becoming flat. So anything past 90 is when you start collapsing, and these are definitely getting to that range. But the T-pose corrector would actually move all of the body pieces that would normally be messed up from being in a T-pose position. It would move it to actually be smoother, which was nice. It was very handy. I was thinking scope creep. I don't want to think scope creep. Jay Holler OC is sitting next to Argo C, holding a leash, and Argo C has his laptop and pauses. Look up at Jay Holler OC, jerks a chain. Argo C goes back to work. It's not like that for anthology. Jay just asked if because I had that one thing, there's different types of people that make different types of content. Some might be more energetic PMVs, some might be doing simple edits for like memes and jokes, but some things require something fully custom, like something doesn't exist and they need to have for an idea. Well, when it comes to those, the only real ones to go to are the animators, the people that can make something from scratch. So in those situations, yes, that's where Jay will say like, hey, can you do this? About half the time he's asked something like that, I've been like, no, I can't. But for this one, it was a very simple request with a very open-ended ability to go with it. And so it's just going to be dependent on time. And I told them that. But if I do it, I would be the very last short of the anthology. So before credits. So that would be good. No, Michael, shut up. The room is backwards from this end. Actually, I've seen the recording in that angle so much that I don't even notice it anymore. It feels like it's fine. Michael, looky, there's excited or happy horses. They've learned that they're gonna get boops in a couple minutes, and they're so happy. This one's like ready for belly rubs or something. Now this is the mare that's supposed to be doing other things. And if you want to do a Discord call, I am free to do that. This one's gonna be, I need to crush her a little bit. Because I need the hoofs to be higher than the head, but I don't think I'm gonna be able to do that. Yeah, that's not gonna happen. Thankfully, you don't get to see him from this angle. This is all going to be from behind. See, they're like, put your hands up. It's so cute. And then she's like, oh no. I'm going to be in chat for just a bit. It's rare that someone is talking in chat. Wow. Talking trash to the audience. You can work on your stuff. Heard it buzzing. What happened to your mate? Never. All right, so what? There should be another one there. How do I want to have her doing this? For one, she kind of looks sad. Let's fix that. She should be looking happy. Oh. Okay. All right, so she's gonna get excited. She needs to be, let's say, this is gonna be kind of the default position, so I'm just gonna make some marks here. I've been doing 3 loops of all of these, just to make sure that I have a good length. Some of these are longer, like this one's actually pretty long. It ends up being nearly 10 seconds long for 3 loops. Well, oh no, there's more than 3. Okay, so that one has 6, and that one has 8 or 9. Michael's just scared his microphone will pick up farting or using the bathroom, or both. They kind of do go together. No, it's just it's variations of excited that I'm looking to get from them. So I probably want to have it where she's kind of doing like a jump up and down thing. Actually, just a jump up and down might work. Let's try that. So like both hooves in the air, just like literally jumping up and down, because this one's kind of doing a dance, but like just jumping up and down would probably work too. So all right, so let's get her into a further down position. Where's your hoovesies? There you are. Am I on the right horse? Yes. Wait, is this? Okay, it is vertical. Okay, or horizontal. Is there a vent from your room into the streaming room? And there's a vent above me, but it's to the HVAC. If you're trying to think of like he can poison me or something. You can hear him knocking. trying to be annoying. Okay, if she's actually going to go down like that, technically it would be kind of down like this. That leg more the side, and then this one like this, I think. Trying to replicate this on the other one's going to be tough though. And this part doesn't matter too much because, again, I'm not going to be seeing a lot of these from the front, but it's some of them might be partially, so it's just better to be safe and do it. Okay, so there we got that. So does she go back a little? Okay, that's not that great looking, but whatever. Technically, this should be further back and then more forward, a lot more forward. Okay. I'm hearing lots of buzzing. What are you doing, Michael? Oh, he's farting. Buzzing. That's a little weird, but okay. There's just two. It ate a big bee. Okay, that makes sense. And again, I'm not looking for any of these to be perfect. Like all those 3 animations I did on the other chairs, I did all those yesterday. Like in one evening. Like I'm not looking for perfect on any of these. I'm looking for it's going to be where a lot of the imperfections of any of this is just going to be hiding amongst the fact that you have so many of them. So that's kind of the idea. Is I don't really care if it looks like amazing or not. What can I do? If I need so many of these, I want to get them done. Because rendering this is going to be a process. It's going to take me a while to get all the shots figured out for how I want to distribute the different horsies on the different within the shots and how I want to have them placed and getting them all placed and making it look decent. That's going to take a while. I remember it was very annoying with trying to get the video done the first time. I don't like how the arms are looking. A little better if they move more forward. I'm keeping the same alert for like 2 months now about the same missing child. I don't know why. I don't have her. Sounds like something your phone's doing. If only you had a replacement. Okay, so she does like this thing, but in terms of jumping, this still doesn't work. There's too much weight forward. Because like if somebody were to jump, if she were to like try to jump upwards now, she'd be falling forward. You could hold yourself there with some very delicate balancing, but it's not going to be a jump. So technically, let's see here, where's her thighs? This needs to be moved back here, and these need to be moved up a bit more, I think. Okay, I think that might have been too far. I think if I move this up and then this down, that works. And then I think I can bring these further down. Oop. Playing at a weird angle. Just kind of making this up as I go. Because now it should be like, yay, yay. That makes a little more sense. Though I'm definitely seeing that with how our arms are placed here, this doesn't work anymore for their arms. This needs to be rolled more forward. And this needs to be rolled more. Oh no, I'm crushing her head in here. That's why. Okay. All right. Let's just yay. Just before she jumps up this position, normally best way to kind of do that is if you want to have somebody look like they're kind of getting ready to pounce or something, is to have them go down a little extra right at the last second. So I want this one to be not round, where she's going to go down a little extra. And these ones I can cheat a little bit with this. I can move that up. Move that up. You just kind of shift them both upwards. And shift these upwards. Like, it's, again, I'm not going to be looking at it from this angle, so I don't really care. These models are not made to do this. But it gives me the distance I want to go. Okay. Are you feeling better? Yes and no. My throat feels a lot better today, but I just kind of feel off. I feel a little better right now though, because I took some drugs. But my head just kind of feels off. Like I feel a little bit brain foggy. So yeah, but I picked up some stuff. Actually, I'm gonna grab another cough drop. I like cough drops not as much because like they help for the coughing, but because they help your mouth build up saliva and allow you to constantly be moisturizing your throat. I mean, I'm still drinking plenty of water to offset that, but usually when I get a sore throat, I just don't like how it's scratchy, and it only feels good after you've drunk some water, like for 10 seconds, and then it gets worse again. Okay, so she's there. So this is how I can say I can cheat, is just kind of squish her down a little bit. So, oh, that was probably a little too quick. Okay. So this can probably be done a little shorter. This can probably be there. So I want her to jump, like actually like jump, but I don't want to do the jump part of the cycles because it's hard to get physics right on keyframes. I want her to then jump a little bit, then land a little. The nice thing with the landing is I already have this position, which means all I have to do is blend a little bit of that. This is a really weird angle because it makes it look like she has things going on there. That's better. I'm thinking I might not need too many keyframes for doing a lot of this, because once she's up here, the jump and stuff, and the arm like potential waving, all that is really easy to do outside of keyframe. So I think it's just really this part of it that's the hardest part, and I think I already got that done. Okay, so let's just blend this, and then we'll kind of figure out the rest of it as we go. Okay, so this is going to be a little bit longer. So I wanted is to kind of be where it's kind of a slow burn to. I'm probably gonna do that. It's too slow. Okay, I think that will work. All right, so I'm going to say that she's going to be going up. How long that takes, who knows? Horse wants upsies. We're missing an ad for the new Shrek movie. It knows you. Okay, I think this is the timing. No, I think it's a little quicker at the beginning. I want. Okay. So now, she's gonna go up, and then when she comes back down, I want to have her kind of like land a little bit. Okay, so this is the best position, but it's gonna do like a little one like that. Okay, that'll be with a nice base. Actually, before I do that, I'm gonna lock that. Her hooves are kind of moving. Okay. Trying to remember how to summon coffee cups. Bottom of chat, there's a coffee cup symbol. Click it. I believe that's how. Socks. So many socks. You just want a big derp, I see. Okay. Oh, look, Michael. See, you got this. There's derp right here too.
So stupid.
It's so stupid.
So stupid. So stupid.
Yeah, my God, I got all these horses animated.
You all smell it are very stupid. You are all big stupid heads. Stupid stupid heads. Stupid horses. Stupid, very stupid, dumb, stupid horses. So stupid. That is all.
And they're excited. Okay. So what do I need for this still? So when she goes and jumps up, okay, so that's gonna be the, I need to mark where my beginning is, so I make sure that I don't modify anything before that, which is gonna be here. I don't think I need these anymore. Okay. Okay, when she's lifting, I'm gonna crush her head a little bit into her body. Okay. When her arms are coming down, I don't like how spaced out they are, actually. Let's see if we can fix that. That's fine. Pulling in the arms, sorry, a little bit here on the shoulder, and putting it instead in the forearm, with the idea of it's more of like, instead of having the whole arm come up from below, that if you're gonna go and throw your arms up, you're probably gonna have it like here first and then push it straight up instead of like weirdly going forward and up. So that's where I want to have it closer to the body when you're doing it. I don't like how she's looking there though. Yeah, that's less creepy. Oh, so that you just found out the boop boop is a type of fish. That makes sense. Okay, so She's doing the jump. It's gonna be weird with the cough drop in my mouth, but cheers. Oh, it just makes the water feel really cold. Oh. The hooves need to probably do a little bit more, because right now they kind of hit their top end and then they stop. I need to have it so that they potentially don't do that. So this one, they should probably go up and up a bit more, and maybe even a little extra up. 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 Yeah, I don't know what to do with that. Yeah, Michael, the ghost fact from Argo, you do know that most of my ghost facts tend to be based on things you don't want me having said for your horses. Cheers, Starpay. I almost just swallowed the cough drop. Ghost, good start. Yeah. How about like ghosts are immensely flammable. So if you die in a fire, you might die twice. So don't die in a fire. It's because of the bed sheets they use. You're taking too long. That is a good ghost fact. It's not a good ghost fact, it's a real ghost fact. They're called ghost facts. How about you thinking? They're ghost facts. You just know them. Trying to be Wikipedia and change or add a page where booping in ancient form or appreciation and respect for equids. Okay. Okay, so horsey jump. But I don't want to just have a single jump. Because it would be, if that's all they did. Can I just have that be all they do? Actually, I think that could be fine. I could probably just call that good. I thought about adding more, but if I wanted to add more, I would probably just use it as like 2 or 3 variants of this to have it be like that they looked a little different. But I think it's fine. First, double check. Does it loop? Yep. Okay. I think I've been pushing these all to start at 32. Yeah. I have to be very careful with how I copy paste these. I want to make sure that this gap is the same. If I for some reason copied it and I pasted it like this. This is a larger gap than these, and that could be a problem because now my loops could be off. Okay. Look at all these happy horses. Yeah, this one is kind of doing a little bit of a bounce too, but I actually, that's the one thing. This is minor, but I should probably do it anyway. When they bounce, technically these would probably be bent down a little bit. At least, oh, what is that line? Oh, it's the mouth. I didn't do that either. Or I did a last minute change for it to be closed. And I just probably should have it. Yeah, that'll work better. But I have to make sure that the beginning part of this one is copied to the beginning of this one. Doesn't cause any other problems. Now I can loop it. There's still, oh no, that's the eye. That's fine. The eye transitioning like that is expected. Because their eyes are closed, it doesn't matter. Okay, and then this is always just to make sure this is out and that this is in, just to prevent any jumps. This is also, ooh, I have to go bake. I built that. This is kind of what I meant to say. I need to fix that. Right now, their jiggles are not baked, and that means that they are not a loop yet. Did that even bake? No. I might have to restart the program. Sometimes, like, when you go to bake, it just, like, none of the bones actually move, and I found the only way to really fix it is just give it a good old refresh. Being in chat lets me fart as much as I want without worry, so that is nice. How much have you needed to fart when you're down here? Does, like, the change of elevation bother you? I can comment via talking now if you wish. Yeah, that's fine. If you want to make a call. I like how talking is tiring, but voices are fine. Okay, now her hair's moving. Oh no, it's Michael. It's you.
It is.
I don't like how you kind of said it that way. That's kind of creepy.
Well, I'm hearing everything twice. I'm gonna pause that.
They're like, it's Michael, yay!
Yeah, it's me. Where was I? I was hiding. Gotta just pop out chat.
I'm British.
Let's just,
Woo!
see, I don't know how to use computers. This is. This is okay. There we go.
I'm assuming that if I copy from the middle, that the jiggles will not have cutoff points. So it'll be consistent.
Rough part is I can't hear the audio from this end. I can just see the mares move.
There's no audio.
No. Just you talking.
I know, but there's no
That's
audio.
all right. Oh, well, that also would be a reason.
There's
Why is there no audio?
because it's just them. They're just bouncing. There's no. There should be like. Yeah, you can hear that, can't you?
There should be some ambient mare noises.
What is that sound?
I don't know, but it should be there.
Is it just like low key moaning?
No smooching.
Yes. You said it, not me.
Or is it just them saying mares? Mares.
Mares moan.
Mares.
Mares. Just hear the whispers of mares on the air.
Okay, I need to get these baked, or their hair won't loop correctly.
So who are you blaming for getting you sick?
I don't know. I'm gonna blame the Portuguese.
That seems fair. Had it too easy for too long, the Portuguese.
How dare they?
Yes. So I already asked, but now that I have a voice chat, you will answer me and tell me how your day's been going.
I demand an answer.
I demand to know your exact location and how happy you are. And if you give me a poor answer, I will send the ponies.
Then they're gonna all give you poor answers.
Yes, I would give myself a poor answer.
Yeah, like Michael, if you don't give me a good answer, I'm gonna send a bunch of mares after you, and you're gonna be like, blah, 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 blah.
The poorest of answers. See, there you are all sick, and now you're killing yourself with weird noises.
No, that was just a weird noise that was like actually kind of weird on it. Okay, this one's
Now
still
you're
gonna work.
injured. Here, let me help. Can help. I can't really see the stream right now, but I'm assuming
Yeah, water.
is here to tell you to make you drink water. I'm gonna put this.
No,
in
if
my-
there's one thing I am not deficient on, it's water. Like my giant thing, this is my third one and it's almost empty. Like I have drank a lot of water today. I usually, if I'm sick, especially like if you're mucusy, if you don't drink water, the mucus kind of dries up and then it just kind of hurts. I'd rather be overly watered because then it's going to be really thin and just flow easy. So yeah, I've just been chugging the stuff.
I don't have any water, and now I want water. You talked about water; it made it sound so good.
What are you talking about? I thought you just drink Dr. Pepper.
I only drink water when I'm not here. There's Dr. Pepper here.
I'm surprised you have one because I didn't hear you open it from across the neighborhood.
Yeah, no. I was trying to play horse noises at you through the floor, but they weren't loud enough.
I heard bang, bang, bang as you like banged on the floor.
Yeah, I did that.
Okay, yeah, I know you did that. Was that
The horse noises?
was that an attempt at horse noises?
No, I don't know what that was. Probably ghosts. Or ghost facts. It's ghosts. See free ghost fact. My cat
so
left
much
my
motion in
lap.
this one.
I blame Michael. That's fine. I do have that power. I control cats. This whole time. I have the power over cats. All cats everywhere. I will use them as an army. It will be pretty devastating.
Okay, that does look like the loop. That was baked, right? Yes.
Gotta be bacon horses for.
I don't know if I copy that correctly. So I'm going to the bit in because the very beginning is not going to have the hair move right. So I'm going one loop in.
Gotta say, I was actually surprised you were streaming today at all.
I'm not.
You sounded.
It's more of like when I took some drugs, I feel a lot better. Like, it's not that I don't have low energy, or I don't have low energy. Like, I feel fine in that way, and I'm also at a point where I just need to get animation work done because stuff.
Well, you got special requests made of you.
Yeah.
Look at all those mare lines.
I think I might have, like, the end of this was one frame different, so I'm a little concerned that I might have missed on a frame here.
I'm seeing some lines that are a little pointy.
That's fine. Well, it's because she's very much having like some very sharp motion. Those are fine.
I'm all like, you shouldn't have let me touch source. I could be all judgmental now. I'm a source master.
No,
Master source.
pointed lines they're not a problem. It's usually an indicator that something is wrong, but it doesn't mean it's a guarantee. Like here, it's just because like the motions are just, when you start dealing with the motion that's that quick, it's not going to matter if it's pointy, because if it's only happening over a couple frames, whether or not it's pointy or it's rounded, it's going to be between frames anyway. So whatever. It's like if it's hitting those points, technically you don't need any rounding. If you were to go frame by frame like this and just say round and round and just literally, but actually I think you can do it this way. If I did show sample points, so these are the sample points, which I think are already, yeah, that's why this is partially that way. Most of the animation here, you can see is sample points are locked into each individual frame, but you can see that this motion, which looks more rounded, has a lot more sample points. It doesn't matter if it has more sample points, because like here there's no sample point on the frame, so technically it's just wherever it's going to hit between those two. But if I wanted to, I could say resample on frame, and now it looks boxier
Yeah.
on its motion, but it literally changed nothing. If anything, it just saved file size. That's the main thing that would do. But I mean, don't do that to save file size. It's not worth it. If you had to change frame rate, that would be a problem, which I need to double check. Okay, this is a 24. Good. I realized when I went to go do the Scootaloo on the roof, it was actually in 30 FPS, and it needs to be in 24. Technically, it needs to be in 93.976. There's a whole reason why that's a frame rate, but that's what all the shows are in, so that's what they put Anthology in. So I rendered it at 24, and then I just encoded it at 23.976. It'll play with the stretching like a little bit, but I don't like playing with the fractions in SFM, mainly because what will happen is the audio will be off. So like if I load it into, if you encode it as 24, it's going to give you audio that's 24 long, and then if you put that into Adobe or something and then you tell it it's something different, it normally, the audio won't be for that. The audio won't be connected to the frame rate, so it might be a little long or a little short. But I put it all together, made it in 24 in Adobe, and then when encoding it in Media Encoder, then I told it to override to that frame rate, which is a little different. I haven't checked to see if it like looked fine. Well, I sent it to Jay, so I guess I did. But yeah, but there's a whole like history on why 23.976, and then there's also 29.9 something. I think it's supposed to be like it's 24 minus 1/1000th of a frame for every second. It's or 1/100th. I'd have to look up there's a whole reason why it was a thing, but we still use it for some stupid reason. Okay, so we got jumpy horses.
You know, now that I'm a animation source master, I found this really good way to animate that you might not know about.
Okay.
Yeah, you just click on the horse, and then you go to this one guy's thing called Argodamon, He's got like this whole pack of animations, and you just load those to the horses, and boom, you're done.
Yeah, it'd be great. I think that's the problem we're having with AI though.
No, you just grab those.
You're asking the person to make animations to save time by using his own animations. Like, well, yes, that's what AI is doing. They're just re-spitting out their own slop.
You can make such good horse videos just using those animations. You just piece them together and boom. Horse animation, you're done.
I need a different type of excited.
I told you.
No, they're not gonna smooch. No.
There is celebration smooches. It's almost weird to not have them.
Okay, Michael, if I put that in,
okay,
there are stallions mixed in, and I'm going to be throwing it around randomly, and there's a good chance that there will be 2 stallions smooching.
That's a risk I'm willing to take. There's also smooch.
Well, I mean, it's if I did it completely random, there's a good chance.
No,
but if
no
I did do it completely
smooching.
random, then it would be guaranteed that there would just be stallions smooching all over.
Well, you wouldn't do that because you have integrity, and I believe in you.
Uh-huh.
So you should definitely get started on those celebratory smooches.
No.
Why?
No, I have a clapping horse. I have a yelling horse. I can always do a variation on this one where it's like somebody that jumps and then like does a little extra thing.
Yeah, the extra thing would be smooching.
Michael, I will make them punch themselves.
That's celebratory self-harm. It's dark.
Some people love it. Like, oh my God, this is amazing. Just jabs himself in the gut. It's even better now.
It's sad. Now I'm sad.
Pete, you had to wait until I put a new cough drop in my mouth, didn't you? Cheers. Makes the water very cold because it's minty. Well, I didn't grab the mint ones. It's just the standard. Like, I really like Ricola's. Yeah, and so I just got like the standard herb ones.
Oh yeah, no, there's. I think I have some of those in here too.
I like their honey ones, but their honey ones only came in like a smaller pack, and I wanted a big pack because if I'm gonna I'll go through these. So I'm like, I'm not gonna buy the smaller one.
They really only work for as long as they're in your mouth, so you kind of have to buy a big pack.
Like I mentioned before, the main reason I like them is if your throat is scratchy, it just keeps liquid constantly going through because you're sucking on something. That's my main, and then it's a little bit of medicated too. So that's the reason I like them. As if I feel like my throat's getting a little dry, I can keep drinking water, but this is just a different way to get the hydration down.
Of course, the problem with those is once you've like finished off half a pack, hey, your stomach's not going to be the happiest.
I think I've only had like maybe 7 or 8 today, and I got them this morning.
Yeah. No, I've definitely bought a pack of those and just like chained them throughout the day until I'm nauseous. Oh, look, you got 2 mares. What could they possibly do together? It's about time. You know what? Yes, line them up again. Oh no. Oh no. See, that celebration might be a little bit too much celebration. I was thinking it when I was seeing that cheering pose, and I'm glad to see you were too. See, you know how to make the pony celebrate. Celebrate, celebrate, do what you gotta do. Mare smooches. That works. That's freaky.
Looks like some weird cave. Like this is what.
Welcome to the mare cave. Wait.
I don't know about that, Michael.
I heard it after I said it. Oh no.
It is how sound works. Okay, so I wanted her to jump, but then when she's at the peak here, I wanted to keep her there for a little while. and we're going to add a couple more keyframes. So let's just add one here where it's like this one is kind of doing like a left hoof pound. And I probably will do that with this one too. Or right. I was doing stage left. And I want to do it on the right side because most of the horses that are going to be down in the audience, you're going to be seeing from that perspective. So if they're going to be doing something with something, I want it to be on the side that is visible, which would be that side. So, I wonder if I can I just steal that?
Yes, did you hear squeaky chair? This chair is like a couple years past its expiration date. Oh.
Was that the one that I thought? Is that the one you've had like there were collapses backwards or something? Like you had like a chair that was like really bad.
No, this is the chair I've had since that was the first like computer chair I bought since moving here. And it's really just falling apart. I think I had a chair when I first got here that I brought with me. That was the real bad chair. That's the one that tipped over on me.
Oh, okay. Well, wait. Then you have a new chair. So how is it already old?
Well, it's like 5 years old.
Michael, we haven't been here for 5 years.
Well, I didn't buy it at this house. I bought it at the last one.
But then why'd you have 2 chairs?
What do you mean?
Because you said you had like the one that was really bad and then you replaced it.
Yeah.
And that's
Before
not.
we moved to this house.
Well, yeah, but between this house and the last house is like 6 years, maybe.
Yeah. Well, it was not long after we went to the other house.
So that
It's
not
a
that
really
old.
shitty chair.
Why'd you buy a really shitty chair?
I got $100 for it.
Mine was twice that, and this one's lasting a much longer.
I keep wanting to get a recliner.
No,
You won't
no,
set it
you're
up
not
as
getting a
computer.
you're not getting a stupid recliner. I mean, if you can fit it in your room, I don't care what you do.
No, it would go next to the computer downstairs for streams.
I'm not taking up like half of the space in this room just so you can have some stupid reclining chair that you're gonna like. People can't already hear you, and now you're having to scream at the microphone. You're just gonna fall asleep and like
to absorb the parts.
you're gonna bring down your TV dinner and have your little like stand there and like cut up your little like Salisbury steak and then fall asleep, and then we gotta like poke you a little bit and say, "Grandpa, did you want another beer?"
Yeah, and I appreciate the beers. That sounds amazing. Like, I do want that. Just you animate mares in front of me while I eat my food and like take naps and like. See, the nice thing about a recliner, a good recliner, is that it's got plush seats that'll just muffle the farts. Like you'll definitely still be able to smell them, but chat won't be able to hear them. So.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do that.
And then that chair will just absorb the farts, and that chair will stay in that room after the streams, just slowly releasing the farts after I'm gone. Yeah, this sounds like a good idea. I like this.
Why is it that your plan is to slow release farts?
Into your computer room, yes. Gaming and desk chairs are designed with lifespans. Not $100 ones aren't. This thing I've had to like the arm keeps coming loose on the right side. I keep having to tighten it up, but it comes loose within like a week again. It's nutty.
Yeah, I mean, I got this chair since I think I got it. Yeah, we were at the last place. I remember when we got it. It was within the first year, I think, of moving in. So I've had it for like 5 years, maybe 4 or 5. Yeah, about 5 years. It's It's doing fine. The only problem I have, and I don't think I can remove these. No, they're gonna prevent it. The arm rests, the rubber on the inside of it has started is cracked and peeled off in a little bit. Other than that, I think the only problem I have, okay, I have some quarrels with the Secret Lab chairs. One is that. Two, the way that the fabric kind of all gets stuck up in the middle, it's really hard to clean it. So you'll get dust and stuff and dirt kind of jabbed in between the cushions, and they're so tight in there that unless you tear the whole thing apart, there's no way to get everything out of there easily. So I don't really like that either. That and it just overall, what do they call these? These are racing chairs. So it feels cool that you have this thing coming up around the side of your back, whatever. But the whole idea behind that was in a car, you have support for motion and being beat around. When you're gaming, you're not needing that support. So it's not giving you the support that you actually need for a long-term sitting session. It just looks neat. So for the price, I would say you find a used office supply store and get an actual ergonomic, nice office chair. It can cost you about the same, but then you can get an $800 chair that's really nice for sitting for long times for $200. There's used office supply stores are everywhere, and you can find stuff for cheap.
I'll get us both recliners.
No.
That way, we'll both be happy. Just think about sitting in a recliner at your computer. Wouldn't that be super nice?
No, because I have to sit up. Normally, if I'm gaming or something, I am lounging backwards. I don't have it sitting straight up. But I'm actually working on stuff. I have to have it nice and flat and straight up because I need to be hitting the keyboard.
I still will never forget this one office chair I had, and I was so sad it broke. But I fell asleep in that thing at my computer more than once because it was so gosh darn comfortable. I was sad when that chair broke. It was a very comfortable chair, just not a very sturdy one.
I want to get me Travel Van's captain chair mounted on a wooden box and add heavy-duty caster wheels to the bottom of the box. Comfort and durability. Yeah, there's chairs that are good for different things, and I feel like a chair that's good for sitting down and watching movies and stuff. I want something that I can lounge in and kind of just melt into. But when I'm gaming, I usually want something that is more supportive, but also just isn't putting too much pressure on just the butt from all the weight sitting down on stuff. There's different needs for different chairs. So one that might be very comfortable for one use might not be that comfortable for another.
I was looking at different chairs, and I found one literally with your name on it.
Argo Damon?
Just Argos.
Well, that's not...
I don't know if it'll let me...
That's kind of my name.
There. I think it's safe.
Well, okay, it's UK, and that's probably safe, but... Argo's my little Boney Joe chair. Why does it say Argos?
Yeah. I don't know, but it's clearly for you.
This looks like
That's
a toilet.
The chair you need. It is not a toilet.
Looks like a toilet.
I don't think it's a toilet. It's not a toilet. It's your chair. It's got your name on it. That's the chair you need.
Why is your cutie mark upside down sometimes? And why is it pink in the middle?
I don't know, but you gotta buy that chair now. It's clearly for you.
Michael, I don't even know what the hell Picnic-y is, but you just randomly linked an image and then said, buy this. This is from 8 years ago. It's on a blog.
And I don't see a buy thing.
Because it's a blog.
It is on a blog. Well, we gotta figure out how to buy this chair for you. Oh, no, vintage yard sale. Here we go.
No, that sounds even better.
It's the chair. It's your chair. It's sold. Aw. It was for free too. They're just giving it away.
Because we're like, what the hell is this? Why do I have this?
Why do I have this god awful chair? Yeah, I'm trying to find it for sale somewhere, and I'm getting all the viruses while I do so.
Hey, if you're gonna go hard.
For the pony chair. I mean, your birthday is coming up. I gotta get you something, right? I need to get you this chair.
Oh, I don't have it over here. Adam found a. Actually, I'm gonna go get it. Hold on.
You kidding? I'm watching the stream so I can see the video.
No, so Adam messaged me and he's like, "Did you have something for showing the Final Fantasy cards that I got from
Yeah.
Magic the Gathering?" And so he found my favorite artwork from it. They made a binder, so it's a binder with the the
Yeah.
Geisha Greens Chocobo, and it's for like holding cards and stuff. But it's actually kind of shiny.
It is neat.
Yeah, you can see it's like shiny on the face. Look out. He's eating.
He is eating.
Yeah, he got that for me for birthday thing, I guess. But he called me, he's like, "Well, is there something you would get?" I'm like, "You know what?" I asked him how much it was, and then he says, "Well, I'll just get it for your birthday something." I'm like, "Oh, okay." Because this is the best art out of the whole thing. So
It is the one you like. It's got the chocobo.
yeah, and then I don't know how many cards can this hold. I have no idea. I have to fill it still. But I actually was looking too if there's like a wallpaper version of it for like a computer, but the problem is it's very square, and I have an ultra wide, so there was no way I could find one of a resolution that would look decent. But yeah, it's neat.
That reminds me, I need to check something. See, I can like do stuff while I'm sitting here.
Well, you did too. You did before always.
Did before what?
Like you would go and like just poke on your phone and look at horse stuff.
I look at horses when the horse flow is going slow.
When the
Fine.
when the horse flow, you gotta turn that spigot up.
You gotta get the horses faster. Like if you were making those mares smooch now, that would be plenty of horse. But no, can't have them smooching. Someday.
No smooching.
No smooching.
Yeah, smooching. More smooching. I don't know why none of y'all like smooches. Smooches are great.
I think it's more of there's a funny way to get a rise out of you, and that's the no smooching.
I'm still waiting on the smooching one. You keep talking, you're like,
Anthology. I gotta work on anthology stuff.
Sure you do. I bet Jay would want to smooch his kid.
I thought about it, but then like going with this idea would probably be quicker because any idea with that I didn't really have anything locked down for. Like I didn't have an idea 100% figured out, where this one was something that I would be able to jump right into.
No, full disclosure, you know how I've been talking about a package that keeps getting lost in the mail?
Yeah.
It's your fruit. Yeah.
Is it?
Yes. It's really frustrating.
You got a package today.
I did. It was the Bluetooth device for next time Giz brings his projector so that we can actually hear it.
Ah.
But so that'll be nice.
Yeah, because you said it was USPS that you're having issues with, and so I was like, well, that's not USPS.
Yeah. No, this is USPS. I trust and I believe in our U.S. Postal Service, but this one package, they are meanderingly getting it in my direction, and I had to file a claim, and they found it.
It's more of nothing's perfect. Eventually, you're going to run into issues with any system you're using. It's just frustrating when you end up running into those issues. But it doesn't mean it's a fault of the system. It just means it's just the thing.
Yeah, it was a 3-day delivery from Montana that it's on week 2 now. So, but it does say it said it was in transit to next facility, arriving late on Monday, and then it said the exact same thing again today. So, not sure what's up with that. But it'll get here as long as it gets here before the big B day, the big belch day.
That's in exactly 1 week.
Yeah. So it has 1 more week to figure its shit out.
My my birthday's actually on stream day next Tuesday. Well, she goes down far enough for this. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'll be better, but by then. But I have like a family brunch this weekend, and I'm I think it's on Sunday, so I need to make sure I'm healthy by then. But that's plenty of time. It's Tuesday. There's really nothing I can do beyond what I have been doing, outside of like potentially just resting more. But I think
Maybe think about getting to bed early tonight.
That's what I did when I didn't go to bed like super early last night, but I went to bed when I was tired, and I try not to go to bed if I'm not tired, because if I'm not tired, I just end up laying there. So, which
I mean, the night
that's what I read books for, though. Like, I'm not gonna just stay up late, like doing active brain stuff. I'm not gonna like game and animate and stuff super late because I'm not gonna get to sleep. I just read longer and hope that helps settle me down more or something.
Giz got speakers today or something. He got speakers, but the thing is, if they don't have their own individual volume control, it means they don't have an amplifier in them. And if they don't have an amplifier in them, it's not going to do crap for the audio we're getting out of that projector. My sound system, on the other hand, which I can kind of haul outside, does have.
Yeah, but that sounds like a ton of work to get all set up. Like
2 speakers.
But I know, but 2 speakers and like a bass, right?
Well, the amp itself,
yeah, but it's the power and then making sure that they're all wired. It's just, it feels like every time we're gonna do a movie outside, we have to set up an entire movie system. It was one thing if it was a projector with a Bluetooth speaker that's boom boom and we're done, but if you're literally gonna rewire a whole bunch of stuff,
I'm not gonna rewire a bunch of stuff. I'm gonna bring out what is essentially a boom box.
But the speakers are separate.
They come off. They get attached to it.
Okay, are they always wired?
Yeah.
Okay, so if they have 2 I still see that being messy.
I can also just connect Bluetooth speakers to it because I have a transmitter and a Bluetooth receiver. I have both for it. So I can run through that and then go to the rock.
Is this something that you verified with Giz before doing, or did you tell him what you were going to do and you then just assumed that he would go with it?
We talked about it.
Did you talk about it and then he was like, no, I'm going to do this, and then you said, I don't care? Because that's what it originally kind of sounded like, is Giz was going to do one thing and then you kind of took over what he was going to do and said, no, we're going to do this.
I already have this stuff.
I know, but
I
you
just
bought.
need this one piece.
Yeah, except for you needed a piece.
$5.
I know, but we can try what he's doing first.
That's fine. We will.
Uh-huh.
But I'm gonna have it in the backup.
I know, but I don't like if we're gonna do something and nothing is tested and everything's being figured out last minute, and then you spend 30 minutes just poking at tech problems while it's supposed to be a nice relaxing time.
That's not gonna happen.
Michael, that's what normally happens.
No, that's because I'm not normally the one on it.
Michael, it's usually
What?
when you're the one on it.
No, I don't know what you're referring to. We're gonna do it. They got this you remember that pony suit that I bought that was way too small? They got those in plus sizes now,
Oh no.
so I could try again. Get the big pony suit. Still need my Halloween outfit.
I don't know if I want to see that. It'd probably still be too tight.
It probably would. Your costume is on the way. You don't have yours already, Nineski, and you were getting on everyone else. Let's see.
Having it planned out and knowing what you're going to want is the important part.
I have a pretty good idea what I need to order, but there's time.
I mean, what you just told us?
Yes, that exact.
Yeah, she's not competing anyway.
I suppose. Yeah, you could compete and then immediately announce yourself the winner, and we could all. And then you have like a taser, and you tell everyone to clap. Else. That also sounds like a fun Halloween. Very spoopy. Back. That's what Halloween's about. It's about crazy people with tasers. And now, if the engineer is earning his weight, he isn't procrastinating, he's busy otherwise.
Michael.
That's mare butt. That's multiple mare butt. It's mare buttception.
That should not be a word.
Don't pretend you weren't thinking it.
I was trying to get through the butt. It was in my way.
Uh-huh. That's what everyone says.
Yeah, you are one of them.
Yeah.
Too far. Too far. That's close enough. I'll see a little dashy.
Yes, hello. I feel like that is. I was sad they never had a third Halloween episode of My Little Pony. Because they had it so perfectly set up for Applejack. She was the Scarecrow, then she was the Lion. She would have been an adorable Tin Mare. And they never got that far.
I feel like they had plenty of opportunities too, so the fact that they didn't is kind of, you know.
Well, the entire series takes place over 3 years. So I guess they had a third opportunity, it just never happened. Like if you track how many times they celebrate each holiday, it's 3 times.
So they were getting there. But they were, when they're on their last season and they knew it was the last season, they had every opportunity to make it happen.
Yeah.
Hmm. I moved a little too much. Cheers, Trevor. Hello, altitude as well.
Yes, hello. Have you come to view the mares? He's got many, much mare. It's okay, all altitude. You're late, but I'm not even there. I'm a disembodied ghost. That's right. Happens sometimes. Why is this? Okay, it's good now. My vision of your screen blew up to just the animation thing. Like the
Oh, because I had a pop-up.
animation editor.
A pop-up came up, so it probably just took over just so that the pop-up was shown. Thinking it had like priority or something.
Doesn't it always?
Well, just saying it had like a threshold change because I noticed that the rounding was getting a little goofy. Do I have this hoof in a bent position? I do. That makes this way easier. So I can just go playhead. There you go. That's way off. Okay, and then I want to have her kind of like pump it a little bit. So we're gonna drop it to there. Oh, that's probably a little quicker. Okay, and that'll work, but it just needs to be brought up to be more like there and less in your face. Probably more like this. Even more so. Actually, if anything, it might need to come back a little. that. Okay, and then let's have it go down just a teeny bit. Okay, and then she'll do she'll do a little bit of teeth.
Got the big smiles.
And here we'll have her just go more like over for okay. And then when her eyes are coming down here.
Pete, we all want to be transformed into magical horses. That's just who we are.
I just Twitch assume everything the dot is a link. Because it has bad regex. Is probably what it is.
Peak, all I can promise you is the second I win the lottery, I will put all my money in developing a virus that'll turn everyone on the planet into horses. Magical tiny horses.
I love what you call it, a virus.
It won't be optional now. It'll spread.
Well, virus usually has negative connotations, and you're like, yeah.
Not this one. This is a good one. Accept it.
But
You'll become horse.
But what if society collapses because of it?
It'll reform. But as a new, better horse society.
But Michael, what if they were like a week from having Half-Life 3 come out? But now none of the interface works, so they had to delay it another 2 years.
I can wait.
But no, you're gonna die from all the people that would murder you.
Why would they do that? They should be happy. They're all horses now.
Michael, you know how you kind of talk shit about that guy from Spider-Man that had everybody be dinosaurs? That is exactly what you're saying.
Well, I mean, it makes a lot of sense. Dinosaurs dumb, but horses, tiny magical ones. I'm gonna use science to make magic horses. You'll see.
With that type of technology, you could like solve world hunger or something. And you're like, no, tiny horses.
You specifically want to be a Galarian Rapidash, though. I mean, you might not exactly get that, but think about how much easier it'll be to cosplay as one if you're already a small magical horse.
You could also very easily become a slave because Pokemon, and that's how that universe works.
It is a little bit like they don't want to be captured, and then once they are, they're just happy about it. That's some bull crap. We'll figure it out. We'll figure out how to play video games with hooves. I think I did one time.
Yeah, you did. I was at a
kick some butt.
which
Like,
convention?
better with
Winnie City?
without.
Was that Winnie City?
That was Winnie. Yeah, that's Winnie City. Yeah, that was Chicago.
Was it?
That was kind of fun.
No.
No, yeah, it was. It absolutely was.
Which room?
It was
Or was it Cider Fest?
might have been Cider Fest, maybe.
Because I'm trying to think of the room that room's layout. When I
Okay, it was Cider Fest. 'Cause
Yeah.
I remember getting drunk and playing Mario Kart upstairs, like super hammered.
Yeah,
The same
okay.
day.
Yeah, because I remember, like, I know Winnie City's rooms layouts, and for one, it wasn't this year, but their room layouts didn't fit in my head what I remember that being. So
I just remember going into that Mario Kart tournament, winning third place, probably getting the best prize, though I can't remember what it was because nobody else picked it, and I was kind of surprised. And then being very, very drunk. Like, that was probably the most drunk I've been in a while. It was was that last year? I think that was last year.
Yeah, I believe.
That was fun. I had a lot of fun. That because so many of the themes were just so the late night stuff was just get drunk and play video games, but with horses.
Okay, I think that kind of works.
You can buy like a beef jerky stick and just use that, or use your nose. You can boop the phone. We'll figure it out, Peak. Do you not want to be a Galarian Rapidash? Is this what I'm hearing? Is this what I'm hearing from you, Peak? You're not willing to overcome the technical difficulties of operating a smartphone to become a cute freaking Technicolor horse?
Being able to, like, you'd be just happy for like a day until you realize that all the things that you enjoyed in life would be like impossible.
You're assuming I enjoy anything.
Michael, furries exist.
Ugh. Wait, what is that supposed to mean?
Good luck going outside.
They're going to be magical horses too. They're going to be preoccupied.
Like society would literally collapse.
It would not. We just have to figure it out.
No, it would collapse. Like
Now I'd be okay with that.
There would be things in the short term that would be unable to be completed, or like work that wouldn't be able to be done until we retrofitted society, which means in the meantime, everything that we're used to, all like the design and building of construction, the maintenance of certain facilities, none of that would be able to be maintained in any decent fashion, which means some of it would probably be irreparably damaged by its inability to be maintained in that short amount of time. So now we have trillions of dollars worth of damages, completely collapsing the world economy just so that you could be fancy little horses.
I'm starting to think you're not behind the horse plan.
I am not behind the horse plan.
Well. Oh. Well, unfortunately, the horse plan must proceed. So, just gotta win that lottery first. Is there any truth to the rumored live action MLP thing? To my understanding, it's happening. It's just very much in the early stage of it's MGM Amazon, so it's going to be on like the Amazon streaming service. And it's going to be live action. That's literally all the information we have. But Vanity Fair magazine was the first to report it, and they don't just make up shit. They're, as far as entertainment's concerned, they're pretty legit. So yeah, the My Little Pony movie, it does sound like it's happening. I can't tell you anything more about it. I'm happy there's something in the pipeline. It's good to know something is happening. Sometimes I like to check My Little Pony news to see if there's any new pony news. Not really. Still, the last pony news was in July, and that was the announcement of the movie. Nothing since. Yeah, what if we all had magic horns? Could levitate.
Yeah, but nobody would know how that works. Twilight needed to do like years of study and stuff to figure out how magic worked. Do you think that suddenly people would immediately know?
Sunny had her horn for like 2 seconds and she could use it.
I know, but most people would probably be causing damage by suddenly having this magical power and exploding things. And then other people would have the ability to fly and then think like, holy crap, I can fly. And then like immediately get ran into by something or fall, but not knowing how to land correctly and leading to mass deaths.
I think it'll be worth it.
I think it.
Don't be stupid.
Why would it be worth it when it's fine as it is? Cheers, LT.
Like they're immediately gonna just start jumping off buildings because they're horses now.
Yeah, earth ponies are just gonna start taking shits everywhere, and it's gonna cause like vegetation to explode. I think that's all they know how to do.
I think that's what happened in G5. Yeah, that's how they made the plants grow big. They would just shit on a weed, and it would absolutely just explode behind them. Wait, MGM Amazon is doing a pony live. They're doing Fallout and Fallout. I mean, I didn't think about that, Nolan. Is it the same studio? Is it Amazon MGM that's making the Fallout series? I wasn't sure. I have no idea. I thought that was on like. Actually, I don't know what that.
Just because they're making two similar IPs does not mean that they own the rights to make a combined IP. They are the Fallout IP is probably under very specific restrictions as to what they can do with it.
But it could.
Do you think Todd Howard is a brony?
Really?
I'm gonna guess not.
We could find out. Todd. Let's see, I got the internet. Howard Brony.
I have the internet. I like that
internet.
phrase.
According to AI, there's no known association between Todd Howard and the Brony community. Known for developing games like Fallout and Autoscroll, the connection may stem from Fallout Equestria fanfiction. Oh, see, AI knows. Now,
Well, it's making the connection because of the book, not because he's in it.
If I have Gabe Newell Brony, it says yes. Gabe Newell is a well-known Brony. That's why I like that.
I don't know if just because you are a fan of you enjoy something doesn't suddenly throw you deep into. He can say whatever the hell he wants. He probably doesn't even remember what horses are.
He passed out, got drunk. So
Yeah.
Brony. Wait. Is that a spoiler? What? Todd Howard is in Fallout Equestria? Oh, that's crazy, right?
Well, they almost timed together. That's kind of weird.
I don't think Fallout Equestria is happening. It's nice to think about. But Gabe Knowles a Brony. That's why we got all that pony crap in TF2.
Now, this is how like weird fake news starts, Michael.
It's not fake.
See, you already know like that Fallout Equestria is happening.
Oh, the Fallout Equestria thing. I never said that.
Yeah, I know, but you started looking up information, which then people that were probably like only kind of paying attention were like, "Wait, what?
What? Fallout Equestria? It's happening." I heard it in the internet.
What?
I heard it come out the internet tubes. The sounds of Fallout Equestria movie.
Okay, I think that's good for Excite 5. I do like that if I had like a whole bunch of people all jumping, even if they were like all slightly different timing, if they were all jumping and then like going back and forth, it would be not as good as like with this where one person they both jump, but then like one jumps again, the other one does something else, which is the asymmetry of it is kind of nice. All right, I need at least one more. I have 3 standing. If
smooching.
I probably would like more people standing, but also the reason I wanted people standing like this is that when they go to do the standing, especially these ones right here, I'm just going to do a simple blend to get them up to those positions. It's not going to look pretty, but I don't care. And when that happens, I wanted to take some things and just have them thrown in the air to just kind of make it look like they got super excited and just started throwing stuff in the air. to do that though, I don't want to animate somebody literally lifting and throwing things, because then I have to figure out exactly where those are and do the physical stuff. That's annoying. Instead, I just wanted to have somebody that looks like they're throwing something, and this comes in handy. This action right here kind of has like a look that they're throwing something in the air, so I can get away with it. What about a fist bump? They're already maybe not like between two people. I really don't want to have two people interacting. That would be a lot harder to do, and it would only be in certain situations, because if I put too many of those around, it's going to be obvious. And also I need something that's looped, and a fist bump where they're just constantly fist bumping for like 7 seconds seems a little weird. So I'd rather have it be an individual thing. No, just in the air. Well, no, I know what you're talking about, like a fist pump. But that's what this is kind of doing. Like this person's kind of doing that, and this person over here is also doing it. So I'm trying to think of something that's not that. I thought about, like, because we have somebody going up and down like a couple times, having somebody that's just doing like a crazy wave thing could work. Where they just have their hands in the air and like doing like a back and forth thing. I think that would work.
The throwing idea.
The what?
The throwing idea.
It was an idea. Things are going to be thrown. The action of them getting from a sitting position to up in that position is going to already look like something could potentially be thrown. So I'm just going to have things be thrown from their vicinity. Because that's what it looks a lot more chaotic if you have things thrown. The problem with stuff being thrown is physics. Because if this is the scene that's done from, anything thrown in this area, easy. It'll come up and then like drop between the chairs. You're good. Anything you're kind of thrown over here though starts getting into, like, depending on where it's dropped, might not. So, okay. I think doing some kind of a hand wave would be good. So I want to unlock. I'm just going to copy this one actually. So this is excited 6. So I need the default stand position, which is about as default as I'm going to get there. Who's a big girl? Who's a big girl? Who's a big girl?
Yeah, it's very bunch. Look at her go.
I love that all these horses have just been very bunch. This is out of any of them. This was like, dah.
They're so they're just happy to be there. It's how good their lives are. They're just happy to be.
That's what I'm playing. The whole joke is that Celestia knows these horses are that. Where's my trash? There. She knows that they're so freaking stupid that they don't know what's being said, and they just cheer because it makes them happy. So that's kind of the whole joke.
They're getting attention.
Yeah.
Just like attention.
The big white one spoke words. Yay! I like that.
I have to admit, the Immortal God Queen is a pretty good system for government. It's better than anything else I can think of. As long as she's like cool and shit. If she wasn't cool, it might suck. But she's pretty cool.
How do you know?
Well, look at her. She's all cool. She also kind of views all the ponies as her kids, because I think we've been over this. A lot of them probably are distant relatives of hers.
In some way or another, probably.
Yeah, if she had even one kid 1,000 years ago, that family line is expanded.
Okay, so I'm gonna make my bookmarks here.
She's like the Genghis Khan of My Little Pony. I think that's an apt comparison.
Who knows? It could have been like where she kind of rewrote history and like she's like Odin from the MCU, where he's like a good guy that runs everything in a good way now, but he got there by like brutally dictating everything in the past, then covering it up. That's probably Celestia.
Makes sense. Fits. I mean, she had to usurp Discord to take Equestria. And I don't know. He doesn't seem too keen on telling his side of the story. So maybe she like messed up some people up. Who knows? I could go for an immortal god queen though, for the leader of the world, or at least this country. That'd be nice. She'd have so much mom energy. It'd be great. I mean, think how perfect their world is. Also, if Celestia comes to you and goes tisk tisk, there's not a single horse that wouldn't feel bad.
No, because then they just disappear.
Like they just upset mom.
Yeah, but they're gone. Like the Pegasus Secret Service takes them away. You would think over like 1,000 years that their population would have been like enormous for how fast the like spreading and stuff. No, she probably like they constantly have dissonance, but she just locks them away. So like 30% of the population is just constantly locked away.
I like to think she's like everybody's grandma, and you just don't upset grandma.
Michael, you played grandma in video games, and how did that turn out?
Yeah.
You ate flesh.
Yeah, but who stopped me? Nobody, because I'm grandma. Nobody's gonna upset grandma. That's my point. To the dungeon, 100 years. No parole. Like, when you have a ruler for thousands of years who wants nothing more than the well-being of her subjects, like, more than anything, like, you're gonna have a pretty good life. Or at least the best possible life you can have. Because she's gonna make sure all of her people are taken care of as much as the ability.
Because she doesn't want to lose power.
Well, she's not gonna. She doesn't have to worry about it. She's basically at this point in history, she is more of she's just a fact of life.
Nobody in her position that lived forever would have the amount of empathy that she has. Not at all.
Well, to be fair, she kind of doesn't care anymore. As long as things keep going the way they're supposed to be, she kind of just...
Yeah, so she's in control.
She's like the Queen of England before she kicked over. She's like just there to like, if things get too out of hand, she'll step in. They love me or else. They love her because she's a gracious ruler.
That's what you see, but I think that there's some like nefarious. There's some nefarious stuff going on.
I need my horse queen.
Why don't you have Bug Queen?
No, she likes to eat love, and that's nasty.
If you could eat Mare Love, would you?
I can't answer that question on the stream. You'll get immediately removed.
Michael, why are you making those thoughts? I did not say that.
You absolutely made me make those thoughts. Chat, back me up. Yeah, chat's got my back.
No smooching.
Man, I want some Welch's like candy, like the little gummies. I don't know why. You could use some. They're full of vitamins. I mean, actual fruit would be better, but somewhere along the line,
That's what,
just convinced.
Like I wanted something with vitamin C, and I was gonna get juice, but juice has like all the sugar, so I picked up just emergency packets, and I'm adding it to water. It has some sugar in it, but it's better than like just drinking a bunch of juice to get your vitamin C.
You know, there's pears in the fridge, right?
Yeah, but I'm not gonna just eat a whole bunch of pears to try to get my vitamin C.
You can eat one pear. That's plenty of vitamin C.
No.
Trying to overdose on vitamin C. I must eat all the pears.
Normally I'd like drink orange juice. Like I love orange juice as a thing for it too, but orange juice is also full of sugar.
I can't remember the last time there was orange juice in this house.
One of my favorite breakfasts used to be a Cliff Bar and a thing of orange juice, but that was so much sugar. That was like 100 grams of sugar for like the orange juice and the Cliff Bar in the morning, and it was just no, I couldn't keep doing that. But I loved that for breakfast. It seems like a weird mix because it was like is it like a chocolate chip Cliff Bar or something like that?
Oh, those are pretty good. It's just kind of adds the conversation about the Welch's, though. Like, they somehow convinced parents that the gummy candies were healthy for their kids. And then the Cliff Bars, they're candy bars. They're absolutely just candy bars. They put some granola on.
Yeah,
and then convinced you they were health food.
They also have the ones that were like protein based. They were supposed to be like bodybuilding Cliff Bars, but if you looked, they were worse for you than the regular ones. Yes, they had protein, but holy crap, the sugar that was in those things. Like, I guess if you're doing heavy workouts every day, sure, you're probably fine. But if you're trying to be healthy, I feel like that's like you're just stretching the rubber band in both ways. Like, it's not good.
You just eat the Cliff candy bar and you get physically fit. That's all you got to do.
It does kind of feel like some of the advertisements for like protein powder and stuff like that did kind of push that way.
I mean, add more protein to your diet so that you're eating less carbs. But if you're just still eating the carbs, you're not going to benefit.
Like when we were at the apartment way back and me and Jay were going down and doing like a workouts twice a week, I would usually take some protein powder beforehand because I was trying to build up muscle, and it did help because if you're trying to build muscle, you have to have some stuff for it. And so having that beforehand gave me a bit more of the energy, but also just it did help me gain more muscle because I would kind of hit a plateau. And then when I started doing that after like a couple weeks, it actually felt like I was gaining something. But I mean, I could just eat more steak too, or something like that. But when I got home, I was trying to have it before I went down there, and there's only so much time before we had to get down there, and I'm not going to like eat a giant steak and then go work out. The protein powder was something that I could put in liquid and just drink.
You can just get powdered eggs and eat that. Probably cheaper.
No.
Sounds delicious. I like eggs.
You like eggs because they're cheap.
I like eggs because it's cheap protein. I like protein. If I could eat a steak every morning for breakfast, I would, but that isn't practical. I mean, it's better than eating like donuts and cereal and shit.
There's so many. There's better cereals than others. Like if you just eat, I think it's multi-grain Cheerios. Those have like 1 or 2 grams of sugar per serving compared to like 15 or 16 on some of these other ones. Like it's negligible amounts of cereals. Regular Cheerios has more sugar than the multi-grain ones.
You're still just eating a bunch of carbs for breakfast.
But yes, there is that. I don't think it's a good breakfast, but I think it's a good, like, if I just needed something, I wouldn't mind it.
Well, that's why I get eggs.
But I'm not just gonna get like Fruity Pebbles or something.
That's the best one. Like, of all the breakfast cereals, Fruity Pebbles, if I have to eat a breakfast cereal and I just do not care, it's Fruity Pebbles, 100%. Like, oh, I love a bowl of Fruity Pebbles.
No, but I just use an example of like something that's full of sugar.
Yeah. Well, I know they're full of sugar, but they're delicious. Oh, there are fewer things in my life that I like. If I was on my deathbed and they'd be like, "What do you want to eat?" I would absolutely say Fruity Pebbles. Like,
Out of anything? What if you're on death row?
anything. Fruity Pebbles.
Really?
I have this weird like comfort that I get from eating a bowl of Fruity Pebbles.
Why don't
it's
you
just
just-
something that takes me back to my childhood
Why don't you
and
just,
just like sinks me into it.
why don't you just get Fruity Pebbles now so you can have comfort food sometimes?
I've done it a couple times, I think, since being here. And not a lot. Because I have to be in like the mindset when I'm at the store to be like, I really just want to say F it for like a week and eat nothing but the worst thing for me. So that I can be happy for the fleeting moment that I'm eating them. Or I can just buy eggs and eat eggs. That'll keep me actually full. Fruity Pebbles, I'll probably be hungry again halfway through the day. They're not good for you. They're not particularly filling. Just sugar. You're just eating sugar. But it's delicious. Flintstone vitamins and crush them up into the Fruity Pebbles. I think that's a good idea, Nolan.
Yeah, getting your Flintstones vitamins, your Flintstones sugar. Don't forget about your Flintstones Ritalin.
The Flintstone tablets were actually absolutely just another way to sell candy to parents and then convince their kids it was healthy. It was just the early version of the Welch's grape juice. It was just dry and chalky, but it still was like sugary, little sugar tablets. I liked them. I wanted to eat the whole bottle. My mom would never let me. Flintstones, kids.
Well, sometimes a spoonful of medicine or spoonful of sugar will help the medicine go down, Michael.
Maybe that should be what my death row thing is like. What do you want as your final meal? I want a bowl of Flintstones vitamins.
If you're gonna do it,
yes.
I mean, you're given the opportunity to have whatever you want. Just
See,
send it.
yeah. If I'm on death row too, I eat that whole bowl of Flintstone vitamins, and then they would try to put me in the chair, but I'd have Hulk strength, right, from all the Flintstone vitamins.
Well, what's the one drug that, like, when you have it, like, makes people kind of crazy strong? Like PCP or something?
So yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah, just ask for a big bowl of that.
Yes, they bring it to me. Oh.
So then when they're trying to like restrain you, you'd be like, haha.
Ninesky, are you making a reference to those old pizza commercials for Tombstone Pizza? I feel like that's what you're doing. What would you like on your tombstone? And then they'd be like, pepperoni, please. They'd be like, what? Yeah, knew it.
It's just, yeah, smoothing it worked actually a little bit better. Kind of.
ponies.
Okay.
That's what we're here for.
Oh, she's just the happy marriage. She's just doing the.
It's a bunch of happy mares.
If anything, I might twist her a little bit more.
I do feel like it's been too long since the last pony convention. Like I need my horse battery recharged.
Yeah, it was April. Which is the last one. So
Too long.
that's 5 months. Still got 2 more months.
Too long. Might be horse drained by then.
Horse drained?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
And I like my horse batteries all drained out, and I need it recharged.
Oh, at the convention. Okay, yeah, do it like that.
Oh, this is a lot worse.
Yeah, that looks better. Okay. Oh, there's something. Okay, there's gone. Okay, so how does it look from the back then? Little stiff still. I'm thinking I can probably clean up her head motion. So like here, have her head kind of tilt this way. Yeah, that does help a lot too. Okay, so there's that, and then I would just tilt this way.
Here he lies, all cold and dead. He only had ponies in his head. No thoughts he gave to garbage he craved. The garbage he craved. Yes. A ghost fact. Oh, I'm actually kind of here now. Notice I got spooked. Your ghost fact is ghosts are actually see-through because they're made of pectate. Yeah. And it's very, very like thin pectate, but it holds together. So sometimes when you feel like you just walk through a cobweb, but you don't see the cobweb, yeah, you just walk through a ghost. Yeah, happens. We've all been there, especially around this time of year. That's what happens. So next time you think you just walk through a cobweb, nope, probably a ghost. Unless you see the spider and then it was cobweb, and then you might want to keep like flailing around so that spider might bite you. So, you know, ghosts don't bite you. So that's an extra little ghost fact. If you get bit, it was not a ghost. It was a spider. And that's your ghost fact. Yeah. Pretty complicated for ghost fact, that one.
It keeps doing this little tiny error right here. I can see it pop up because that little like white line there. If I then, but then if I copy it again and paste it, it's probably because of, and I can see it even there, because I'm doing partial copy paste. Because I'm only grabbing like a piece of this one and then sending it to this one, it's probably just a weird copy paste crap. As long as I notice it, and that's normally not a problem. If you have like a little like glitchy thing right there, it can be a problem though. Like if you have if you haven't locked the jiggles in yet, sometimes those little really quick whatevers can cause the hairs to freak out for a sec, or what's the other reason? Motion blur. It could potentially cause a problem with that, but normally it looks at the previous frame, not the. Well, no, I think it does look like a part of the animation beforehand, because it could mess up the motion blur. But easy to fix if you need to. Just turn these off, then you can work on the sub pixel level or sub frame level. But should work on that otherwise. Yeah, that looks a little bit better. It just looked a little stiff. And I think that is better. Anything I'm gonna grab here. This might help a lot too. So when she's coming around this way, I'm gonna see if I can have her kind of lean a little that way. Yeah, that works pretty good. Yeah, there was a cookie. Michael, did you see the cookie?
It was a cookie.
It was a derpy cookie.
It was a derpy cookie.
Did you see the derpy cookie?
I saw the derpy cookie.
Okay.
I'm looking at the screen, which had no derpy cookie. But then I looked over at the other screen and it had a quick derpy cookie. I got the stream that's happening on one, and then the live audio or video in front of me.
There's the other cookie.
I don't know what other cookie.
Hey, just give me a sec.
Oh, there it is. It's like a delayed cookie. Because got that cookie scored on.
I am noticing there's going to be a little bit of a clipping error with this one, but I think there's going to be clipping errors no matter what I do, and I'm just not going to care.
Boy.
Okay, I can call this one
Really
good.
rough right now. We don't have like any ice cream in the house.
But I thought you were like, I don't care about ice cream. I don't want sugar.
I don't know. Kind of wanted something after dinner, but I didn't know what I wanted. That barbecue is.
It is.
I did enjoy eating it again. Freaking Adam had it on some nachos.
He had a sandwich, I think, with it earlier, so I was assuming he was probably not even going to eat any of it.
He said it was banger.
Yeah, that's really good. Having on nachos does sound like a Adam thing, because nacho chips and cheese, if he could eat only that, and he often does, he will.
Yes. That is what he was eating when I came upstairs. I'm like, you know what's pretty good on that? Barbecue. And he's like, you know what? I'm gonna do that.
Wait, that's all he did was chips and cheese?
He just had chips and cheese, and I'm like, you could put some barbecue on that. And he's like, I will do that. He does not. I can't say that I eat amazingly, but that's pretty much. I mean, to be fair, if I was like, if I had zero care, that's probably how I would eat too. Just nacho cheese and chips and shit.
No, I don't know about that. If I could just eat.
Man. That's what Giz does.
If I could just eat tater tots all day, I'd just eat tater tots all day.
It's like your weird Minnesotan curse.
As long as you give me variations of like things to dip it in, like if I could have cheese it sometimes, or sour cream, or honey mustard, mix up the sauce. But otherwise, yeah, I like my tater tots.
It'd be like a fish sauce.
No. Why? No, get out of this state. Leave immediately.
You wanted something to dip it in, and you wanted it varied. You get fish sauce.
Michael, okay, we have horses.
You do have horses. I see them.
I think I want at least one other one that's kind of sitting down and doing something.
I know what.
No smooches. Because I have
No, people would like this.
four. Well, okay, actually, no. Maybe I want. If I was gonna do one more sitting, I'd want one more standing too, because if I do one more sitting, that'll make it so that there will be technically 3 types of standing that animations. Just 2 of them are related. The middle
Are
2.
you sure you can't have 2 ponies falling out into the aisle smooching?
No. Because that would be a
so
one.
good, though.
No, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna be like suddenly like Celestia speaks and like, oh, I'm so horny.
Yes, they're celebrating.
They're
You're so
celebratory, like eloping.
Smooching.
Who are you? Don't care. Get on the ground.
Literally, there is.
I think you're
tons of
just.
art
I think you're just
celebrating
projecting your
smooching.
dreams of
I
date
am
life.
not. It's just what people do.
When doing the
when they
twerk.
celebrate.
No, I can't do a twerk because you wouldn't be able to see their butts behind the chair anyway. Because most of these are going to be viewed from this perspective. So, and the tails are easy to hide. I'm not worried about that. So if we're already going to be seen from behind, it's what matters from this side. Like some of these, like this one doing the little like cheers, it's at least varied motion for like a view like this, but there are going to be some shots where it's going to be from here, and there you can see it a little bit more. Sleeping? No, it needs to be excited. Is there anything of another way to cheer? Because they're kind of doing the wave. You can't really have them pounding anything because that'd be below the thing too. So we all would see the butt skipping up in the air over the chair doing the twerk. Yeah, I don't really know if there's any more to add that wouldn't just be kind of what these are, but a little different. And I'm already going to play with timing and adjustments because like some of these motions, like say I grab this one. No, not that one. I'm going to grab this one. And then we just select some random piece right here. And then we, for one, we need to keep her feet locked. And then we do stagger. Let's do that by half. And then I'll go over here and select some other thing, and I'll do stagger. And then I'll do stagger and stagger and stagger. So now, okay, I might have overdone the stagger a little bit, but it does allow her to move a little differently. I think the stagger would work as long as I don't select the legs. Because the stagger is about just shifting everything slightly off of its axis.
One thing I've never used in my current animation. I'm not confident enough.
I think if you're doing everything as like everything is keyframed, everything's specific as to what you want it to do, stagger's not needed. Stagger's really useful if you have a looped animation and you want to make every loop vary. It's just a very quick way to do that. And in these cases, because they're like jumping up and down, like if I were to disconnect pelvis and the back or and their legs, and instead do that here, some of these are very quick, so I think it'd have to be very subtle staggers, but it would make it so that every one of her jumping would just be ever so slightly different from the next one. In this case, it might be hard to tell, but like say you have somebody that's like has a animation cycle of them pounding drinks at a table, you could at least make it so every time they went up they went a little bit different, and it's random, so I mean you might miss the mouth, but you can always then go and do slight adjustments, but then most of the randomness was done for you. if I were to, not on this one, figure out the everybody cheering, I really would like to start with this group before doing this group. My concern though is, what is my frame rate with the light on right now? 5, 4, and 5. If I were to, let's just get an estimate on the chair number. I think this is getting through every chair here. I think I can get away with not filling like maybe the last chair here. But that's 8 times 7, so that's 56. Right? Is 8 times?
Ask me to do math.
8 times 7 is 50. Is it 56? I can't remember. I want to make sure. It's 56. Yep. It's 56. And then for this numbers of chairs, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that's plus 40. Wait, I did that wrong. This is 6 times 8. Well, 6 times 8 is 48. Right? Yeah, 48. Times plus 10. So that's 88. So I would need 88 technically, because this guy would go over here and then fill that chair. So it'd be 89 more horses. And currently I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 15, 16. And I need 28. So I'm like at a little over a third of what I would need. That's quite a bit. I don't think from a processing perspective that I would be able to do this all in one shot. There's a chance, but it would be rough. I could probably test it though, because from a like animation timing whatever, I'm gonna guess that well, let's first make sure that we are 100% as efficient in this shot as we can be, because everything that is here that doesn't need to be here is just eating up processing stuff. So this,
we gotta get rid of those banners you always get rid of.
No, those banners are color. I want to keep them. The velvet ropes I can get rid of. I could probably get rid of all those 3. They are already microphone and stuff.
Mara get into the shot?
Because I wanted to potentially have it where there was like she's going in against somebody in a election type situation.
I want her to have like just a bucket. She doesn't even get a podium.
No, because that would imply from the beginning that there was something funky, and I don't want to have it.
What do you mean? It's a rigged election. Celestia always wins.
I know, but that would be providing that information earlier than I would want. Okay, those aren't needed.
She's a queen. There's no like she's a princess. It's not a democracy.
I know, that's why but it's one of the like sham like democracies where there's an election ran, but it doesn't matter because it's always the same person. It's kind of what
did that in an episode of Adventure Time, where the candy people had an election and the princess is just like, this isn't a democracy. We don't have elections. But they vote her out of office and she's just like, whatever, and she just leaves. Not because she has to, but because she's just tired of them. Oh, I think that'd be a good bit to use.
All right, let's see if we can get rid of these ones. Yep. I think I can get rid of these ones as well. Actually, really everything. These ones I think I have to keep, but like these ones and these ones I can definitely get rid of. Okay. That didn't cause any problems back there, did it? Nope, because it's hidden by the wood. Oh, right. I could probably get rid of this one. Nope, have to keep that one. Unless I repositioned things. Or, technically I could just make them larger and cover larger area and probably call it good, but I don't really want to do that. I think I can get rid of this one. Yeah, that one's gone. That one's gone. This one has to stay. This one. I don't think I can have to get rid. That one I'm going to keep because when they're jumping up and down, there might become visibility through them. Okay, so we'll get rid of these two as well.
Are all these animations you're doing going to translate to the stallion models very well?
Yeah, that's what I already did. That's why I'm using the same berry punch model, because when I did all the animations for them sitting in the chairs, that's from this mayor model that I did. It's not great. Some of the legs will break a little bit on some things, like the back legs, but overall for a video like this where there's going to be a lot of stuff moving, it's fine. If I was zooming in on somebody and trying to show very specific things, it probably would stand out more that something was wrong. I do want to, for potentially this shot, because I want to have like an audience kind of shown and then it kind of blurs out and be like the newspaper thing.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Des.
I know, it's the newspaper that I found. The balcony is going to be back there, which means I will still have to go through like we did with all the sitting stuff. I probably will have to get a bit where they're all with their hands in the air as well and kind of just make them bounce around in the background. These ones in the front will all be doing their normal excite, but yeah. If I also go with this route, I need to make sure that any like of this animation is done. Right now, Celestia's just standing there. Can we cheat it? She's taking a cookie, Michael.
You all smell it are very
He's taking a what?
stupid.
Oh no, Cookie!
Dear
Still that
citizens
cookie.
of Equestria,
Okay, I'm gonna just copy. I'm gonna copy Celestia's animation from here. We're just gonna paste it here. Where'd she go? I feel like something was wrong there because she should be in the same position. Copy. Paste. Yeah, she shouldn't have moved anywhere. Face. Actually, that's the thing that shouldn't be pasted. So paste. I do not want her doing any speech, anything. So she will be. Oh, okay. But the pasting should include her eyes. Okay. Now that should be good. Okay. I'm going to extend this. And slow it down in general. And put it to like there. Okay, that should work. Oh, actually, she's looking straight out at the beginning of this. That's at least equivalent in some way to this. Yep. I did change the camera on this shot. I thought it was like a lot of the other shots were like from this angle, from this angle is all the same angle. I thought that doing this kind of projected it back out to the crowd by making it more open when she was speaking like that. So I thought it would work kind of good. With the lighting, it's pretty good, decent. Okay.
It came back.
Hmm?
Screen disappears sometimes. So when you do the little side thing, it like zooms it, but zooms in up on it, and then it like flips.
Yeah, SFM's not made for streaming on Discord.
It is not.
Well, if you select SFM as an application, but if you don't and you select SFM as, or like your desktop, it doesn't do audio.
No.
Understandably, because you don't want Discord feeding back into itself.
So
Yeah.
Unless they fix that.
that is all.
I mean, I think I was doing full screen and people were hearing it. So
It could early early Discord probably wasn't smart enough. They might have fixed it so that it like excludes Discord itself from the stream if you do a sharing of your screen, which would be great if it did. I just have never I haven't poked around with that in a while. All right, if we start moving these horses into these seats, I think the biggest problem is also going to be if I decide at that point to add the cheering level of things, it's going to make things very messy, because I'm not going to have the new, like I'm not gonna be able to work very well and very close like with individual like things moving because the frame rate's gonna be such crap. So I should probably get these guys figured out first, and then once these ones are done, move them over. For one, why is this one just sitting by himself? I'm kind of confused on that. I need to grab, let's try to at least fill out these 2 rows with these horses, and then I can figure out what to do from there. I'm not seeing too many of the brown horse, and I'm not seeing too many of these 2, so we're gonna grab these 2. Bapkins and Chocolate Mousse.
I don't know. Was the horse?
It was my quick test to see if I had local turned on, and because if you try to do a really subtle motion and you didn't realize you didn't have local on, you're gonna like ruin some animation you had set up. So I prefer to just move them a lot to do the double check first, and then because it's quicker than right clicking every time checking rotation mode.
Mm-hmm.
So the blue horse, Bapkins, I do not want him like looking to the side. Same thing with like this horse, because if they're gonna go and jump up, it's really weird if they're like looking to their side when they do that. So like these 2, Bob and Bright Thighs. Oh yeah, they're doing the talk thing too. I'll figure that out later. That's all they're doing. They're just constantly talking. Oh my god, they're just like blabbing and blabbing. Oh, one of them gave up. We are going to instead, let's just take your animation. You look boring. Yeah, this is Michael Bay.
What? All these all have weird names. Let me see. What's the cool ones?
Okay. And okay, she's no longer talking. And then you,
One of his tail is trying to escape.
let's grab this guy. This is the other Michael Bay.
So many lens flares.
I'll just move him like that. Oh, I keep forgetting to unselect or transform. Okay, there we go. All right. And now he's fine. Yeah, I might just not bother with that. It's just the transition for them doing like jump up and down. It's going to be abrupt and aggressive. So it's not going to look great. Cheers, Picabor. Originally thought about doing this the like hard cut, like don't actually transition them to standing up, literally just do a hard cut to them cheering, where suddenly everybody would just be instantly up in the chairs. I think it would be better to just have it blend, but the blend has to be, everybody has to be off by a couple of pixels. You don't want literally everybody at the exact same time like a cult rising. So you want to have it where a couple people are a little quicker than others and others are going to be a little slower. But that's going to be easy. Once you're done and everybody's going at the same time, you just randomly select a bunch of horses and then like move them up like 3 frames forward, then grab a bunch of others, move it like 2 frames left, and you just keep doing that. You don't have to make all of them be a different time. You just have to have like maybe a third of them and then you're fine. But yeah, so let's get those other chairs filled here quick. So, what horse do I not see much of? This one?
The little yellow mare.
Oh, this.
I only see 2 little yellow mares. No, 3. Pink hair.
Yep, but there's one of them already right here, so I don't want to put another one right by her.
You're gonna have 2 of them. I say like the little yellow mare next to the little blue mare. They're looking at each other.
I think this is good group.
They're talking about the times, the stuff they did in college. So
We're gonna put in some Covenant Kernel, Bapkins, Salmon, and Radioactive over here. A lot of these were already in groups of 4, so this is the fact that like I pulled these 4 over and they don't match with anybody around. It's kind of because this group, if one isn't nearby, the other is probably not either. Because if I go and check, I think some of these are pretty random. Actually, it is. Maybe I didn't do these in groups before. I did it for other stuff. This one I might have done more random. Now I don't care because I did this. If this is random enough, it means if I can pull from groups of this, it's fine. Darkness Eternal are dead. What's another horse? So I still can't use the yellow one. Just used him. Oh, that one's right below. What about this one? I can't pull that group, but that one I can't do either. And this one not really. I might be able to get away with it. If I do these 4, actually if I do these 3 and then find a different one, I think it'll be fine. So not Blinky. Okay. Sorry, Blinky.
it'd be nice to Blinky.
No friends for Blinky. If I were to have another horse over there, let's do this one. No, we put them in very similar position to the other seat, but it'd be close. I think different enough. I think we're good. Okay, and then this will at least fill out those rows. Thankfully, from like a performance perspective, I think it was even struggling to do this before with the lights off, but I don't know if it's just the 5080s having a little better time with it or something.
Maybe.
Okay. All right. Like, because right now I'm running at 20 FPS, which is perfectly fine considering all these horses have motion on them. I would be confident with the lights off that I could fill up all these chairs and be perfectly fine. My issue is as soon as these lights go on, then this frame rate becomes a little bit more of an issue. Yeah. And I could probably play with that a little bit too. Like you could probably increase efficiency by like trying to refine the lighting down, getting rid of a few lights. There's a good amount of shadow lights on there. I think Celestia's working. She is not. And I have no. Oh, I should have the dates pop up with those.
I think Celestia and Mara need to smooch. That's what I think.
No.
That is you saying it, so.
Oh.
She must be twerking.
Oh, no, it isn't. Okay. Well, that was number 6. So that was probably 4 or 5 years ago. I have no idea what that was for.
I'm sure you don't.
No, no smooching.
Twerking is not smooching. It can lead to smooching.
I mean, it should lead to smooching, and it's not right.
Wait. Is that how it works? Just like, Michael, have you tried twerking at the mall?
I mean, I don't think I'd do it right.
Yeah, but it's an attempt. Ladies love the attempt.
It is the mating call of the 90s.
Well, you as you're twerking, you have a duck call. So like you shake your butt and go wah, 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 and the ladies love it. Yeah, like they actually like their brain shuts off and they just start like smooching.
Oh, I'll have to remember that.
Yeah, it's definitely that is a romance fact.
Next time I visit the old folks' home, I'll have to give it a try.
Yeah. All right. Well, we're at time anyway. So, I think next time it's going to be seeing if we can get some of these large crowd things done. I might do some work on it on the side, but I'll have to see. This one is the one for sure I will have to split up into multiple renders. This is too many.
You're gonna. This whole scene is cursed. You're gonna hand it to Jay, and he's not gonna use it.
that would be pretty funny. But even if that happened, I can put it out. At least then it's like a me thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to figure out how to. So I still want to put guards back here and stuff too. I probably should put some guards back here too. It would be funny, like put a guard here, and then like put 3 around her, like just staring at her. But yeah.
And beat up the mayor. How dare she run against the princess? She got a laser horn.
But again, I haven't decided if I want to like go that route yet for that, because it's not a ton more work, but it is a decent amount of more post work to do that.
I just like the idea of her gathering everyone together to call them stupid.
Yeah, the election thing would just be nice as a because
need a reason. She's a princess.
Yeah, that's why I'm thinking it could work without it. It just would be nice to add like another 5-6 seconds for really very little reason. Also, it gives more reason as to why they were all gathered. Like
He just does this like every other week.
Yeah, so I might not. If I can figure out what they want to do for Jay's other thing in time, then I could just call this one good and move on to the other one and to work on that, and then just make sure I get it done in time, and then I'll have 3 shorts.
Yeah.
I think
Pretty spiffy.
I think the most I've ever done for any anthology has been 3 in general.
It's a lot.
Well, I think for the last one I did 3, but I also had one little bit that was put at the very end that was like a follow-up on one of the other ones, so it was kind of 4, but it was easy. Can you see what Jay Waller wanted? All he said he needs is a short of Rainbow Dash falling out of the sky. He doesn't care how it happens or what is needed. It is for a transition thing. He likes to try to have one thing lead to another. And so he wanted a short where in some way Rainbow Dash is knocked out of the sky or falls out of the sky and ends on that. I just have to figure out how to go about that. So I had some ideas for like having her get shot out of the sky by like anti-air something, leading up from some other meme or joke that might not know exists. I need to look into some of that stuff, but that's only requirement is actually let me see the wording he used just to be sure. After you're done with this, I have requested to know the first one. Thought it'd be cool. Implies this with Rainbow Dash flying beforehand that leads to this kind of free fall, which is the thing that he had. The credits are really cool art of Rainbow Dash falling, so just wanted something beforehand. Rainbow Dash free fall, and I don't have a solid idea for what the short would be, but it doesn't have to be anything long. So yes, it's just something about Rainbow Dash falling out of the sky. That's it. Or she's drunk and falls off a cloud. But but you have to make a short out of that. So like, I don't want to make it feel forced. I still want to make something that feels like it had a purpose and a punchline and all that. I'm out of water, but this is the last hydrant. Cheers. Not something. It's just she has to fall out of the sky. Something could knock her out of the sky. She could trip and fall. Anything. It's just about her falling out of the sky, out of camera. That's it. So it's very, very open-ended.
Have some glue and pass out.
I like the idea that she gets shot down. Maybe a drunk anti-air operator mistakes her for a bogey. But see, like that takes a lot of pretense. You have to put a lot of you'd have to have a lot of lead up and information that would be provided to say that there's an operator, that why are they operating in anti-air in the first place. If you had movie lines that would like of something like that, it could work. So yeah, it's figuring out like if you're to do that, you don't want to have it be 40 seconds just to have the joke at the end being shot down. So and that's where there's a couple things to think about with it, but we have time because I think even with Friday, we could maybe get this video done on Friday. Yeah, I think we could do it in like one more day. It just, how much is it gonna? Well, it's not gonna crash because the RAM's not an issue anymore. Knocked out this guy by poop mattress. Actually, that was brought up within our local group.
Poop mattress.
His poop mattress runs into her.
The poop mattress.
Or have put Rainbow on the poop mattress, and she's like, "Fuck this," and she just jumps off.
Mm-hmm.
No, we're not gonna do that. Anyway, who got on? Passionate about ponies, Cowgirl, Fiora, and Retro is on too. Retro's playing Retro. That makes sense. Sonic 3 and plus Sonic and Knuckles. Back when games you could just like attach a cartridge to a cartridge. Passionate about ponies is playing Wizard 101. We have I haven't seen Cowgirl on for a little bit, so we can head over there. But yeah, if you guys have any fun ideas, and it doesn't even have to be like a very specific idea, just something general that could lead to such, it can always be a stepping block. So if you have any ideas, let me know on Friday. I'm gonna try to think about some stuff to do. I say that until I stop streaming and then I forget everything. So blow it over there. They're playing more repo. Oh, that looks like a very aggressive stuff going on there. And I'm gonna try to hit the right button this time. Last time on Sunday, I hit the stop stream button instead of the credits button, and so the stream just ended. It's not rated, but oopsie. Hello, Turpin. Wait, something with Pinkie Pie's helicopter bike? I don't know if that exists as a model, though. I would be surprised it was early enough in the fandom. Yeah. It exists? Okay, yeah, it doesn't surprise me. But a lot of that can have a lot of lead up and stuff too, so that's the lead up and stuff that I don't want to have to I don't want to have to make 20 seconds of preamble for something. Yep. You got a whole week. But otherwise, everybody have a good week. We'll see you on Friday. Yes. Bye-bye. I almost hit the stop stream button before the raid button. I think it's still